hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I've missed you folks, and happy Thanksgiving weekend. I hope you're all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and continue to enjoy the weekend of Thanksgiving. And if you've traveled, hope your travels were uneventful, that you got there safely without much complication. And if you're returning back home soon, I wish the same. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. And be great to know the things that you were grateful for or thankful for. Do add them into the comment section. Or what did you have for Thanksgiving? Here in Canada, we had our Thanksgiving celebrations about a month ago. So I would love to know what you folks had. What's your favorite dish? My favorite dish is my mom's or my aunt's macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness, it is so good. And they add like spicy pepper to it, like hot pepper, not jalapeno, but hot peppers. And you have your mouth is just this wonderfulness of food and texture and taste, and then you bite into a little piece of that pepper and it's just heat in your mouth. Oh yeah, it is so good, so good, so good, so good. So what did you have? What did you enjoy? What's your favorite dish that you enjoy? And what are the things you are grateful and thankful for? I am grateful for life, for being able to breathe, to wake up in the morning, to have a voice, to be able to see, walk, all those wonderful things that sometimes we take for granted. I'm grateful and thankful for my parents. I love them enormously. And I'm grateful and thankful for all of you, for being here, for showing up and just being absolutely awesome people. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And what a week we've had in royal happenings. What was with that dress, people? What was with that dress? I mean, come on. Handmaid's Tale, anyone? And the whole getting out of the car thing. Listen, I was going to do a little thing with you folks. I was going to put like Megan's face on top of her face and then like read out some of the things that these royal correspondents have said about Megan's outfits and stuff like that. Then I thought, no, why even do that? No. This is her doing, right? There's something not right in the palace. I'm going to put it that way. I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to speculate what it is, but I can just imagine, it's just, I say again, hypocrisy, and whoever wants to come for me can come for me, but hypocrisy. I'm telling you, they would have not stopped talking about if Meghan had done a quart of what. You know what? Let's get it started.
Okay. Yo. Okay.
Jisoo, Lisa, and Rose.
Blackpink has a royal seal of approval. King Charles bestowing the K-pop superstars with a special honor.
Well, I'm very excited.
The royal affair went down Tuesday during a state visit from the country's president, who was greeted with a regal welcome by Prince William and Kate Middleton. Inside the palace, Charles proclaims Rose, Jenny, Jisoo, and Lisa honorary members of the Order of the British Empire, praising the girl group for being planetary advocates.
Recently, we've been hearing more and more news about climate change. We're not experts and we're not fully aware of all the issues, but we do care about our planet and we want to learn more.
It is especially inspiring to see Korea's younger generation embrace the cause. Our cultures share a remarkable ability to captivate imaginations across the world.
The king celebrating all things South Korea in his banquet speech.
Korea has matched Danny Boyle with Bong Joon-ho,
전화위복이지 뭐.
I don't know how many trophy I have.
James Bond with Squid Game, and the Beatles' Let It Be with BTS's Dynamic or Dynamite.
And who could forget?
Sadly, when I was in Seoul all those years ago, I'm not sure I developed much of what might be called the Gangnam style.
But the biggest shout out went to the guests of honor.
Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me.
I applaud Jenny, Jisoo, Lisa, and Rosé, better known collectively as Blackpink, for their role in bringing the message of environmental sustainability to a global audience as ambassadors for the UK's presidency of COP26, and later as advocates for the UN Sustainable Development Goals.
This is our planet. This is our future. Climate change affects us all.
I think we've come to a point where we kind of share the unfiltered, real versions of us to the world.
And the world, especially across the pond, wants to thank Blackpink for using their platform for a good cause.
Let's go. Are you ready? You've been staring since I came in. I know you wanna get to know me.
Well, thank you, E.T. That was from E.T. and well deserved. I mean, why not, right? They have been K-pop royalty in themselves for, I think, since 2016, and I love their music. Two of my favorite songs are Kill This Love, which is from a while back, and Pink Venom, as of recent. So they're lots of fun, and I know there was some kind of awkward moment there where King Charles said to Ginny, you should wear the medal sometime, and she was like, I'll wear it in my house. I mean, what do you say when the king or a king is saying to you, you should wear the medal sometimes? Okay, yes, I'll wear it. So I thought it was kind of fun and rather a perfect answer. I'll wear it in my house. Since we're here talking about the royals, let's stay here talking about the royals and about the visit of the South Korean president. There was just so much that happened in this state visit that I don't even know where to start, to be quite honest. Like, you just, that carriage ride, sometimes they spoke to the foreign minister, the Korean foreign minister, sometimes they didn't. She just looked kind of, I don't know, like she was in another world, kind of upset almost. And, but then the whole thing with the leg, and it's not, look, I don't care. It's that she's showing legs. It's just that dress had to be, it's just weird. Like, intentionally pulled up all the way past her knee. Like, what? Like, I don't know. Folks, I don't know. Like, I saw the pictures, and the first thought that came to my mind was, oh gosh, thank goodness Meghan has class. Number one. Number two, I thought, is there something wrong? Is this intentional? Is this just a cry for attention? Because I don't know how to explain it any other way, right? Even that's that part where they're standing, sort of in line, getting next to each other, she just kind of stands there and pushes. It just looks odd, and William. It's almost like I feel bad criticizing them a little bit, because I think sometimes things just happen and maybe I might read too much into it. But then I think about all the effing crap they put the Duchess through and Prince Harry through, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's just like if this stuff is happening, right, just by coincidence or something, then freaking karma. Good luck, right? There is your karma. But if this is intentional, what's the intention? Like, seduce William? And then there's this other image. I watched the video, but it's from the Daily Fail. They started to walk, and he rests his hand at the bottom of her back, and she kind of looks back and looks at him, like pauses for a minute or two, and looks at him like, what are you doing? And then he like just glances at her, maybe gives her a signal or something, and then she kind of puts her hand on the lower of his back. It just did not seem like natural, right? Like it was purposefully choreographed or done. And again, I kind of hate saying it, because I'm thinking, if that was Meghan and Harry, I wouldn't have said that. I would have gone, yeah, look how sweet they are, look how cute they are. And I'm wondering if I'm just biased, but at the same time, like when I take the entire thing together, I'm just dumbfounded or something. I'm just like, I just can't get over the whole thing. And then the evening, ooh la la, the evening stuff, that candelabra on the table right in front of her. Like, and listen, I don't know if Camilla had anything to do with it. Allegedly, I'm just saying, I don't know. But between us, what do you folks think? Because I think that person, that wonderful person behind Camilla, I don't know, she looks a little bit suspect, doesn't she? She looks like she knows something, right? And Camilla looks like she needs to go to bed and sleep. I mean, let me say this though. Let me say this. And folks, don't come for me, okay? I kind of like the dress on Camilla. I'm not joking. Like, I actually think that red and the dress and the way they did her hair, she looks acceptable. She looks good. It just irritates me that she has on that tiara and the diamond necklace. Like, it just, I can't. Every time I see her with like the queen's jewelry, it kind of gives me the iki-aki ukis, you know what I mean? And that means nothing, by the way. Iki-aki ukis, what the heck is that? That's not even English. But I don't know, it's just weird. The whole thing was just kind of weird. But listen, my girls, they're not my girls, but you know, the girls, Blackpink, they looked so elegant, so beautiful, so wonderful. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And and the wife of the president of South Korea, oh, that woman has got like, her face is like a doll, isn't it? And I love him too. There's something about him that I love. This is the way he stands or the way he walks or something. There's something about that guy that I was like, I don't know why I'm kind of digging you, but I'm digging you. Something about you I find fascinating and interesting at the same time. Oh man, I know you folks have talked about this and the other podcasts and stuff, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. So, but what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh man.
my friends in immigration.
Really? Okay, go, yeah.
And to the Egyptian, the Mukhabarat wants your picture.
Okay, yalla, go.
Yeah? You know the Mukhabarat?
Hmm?
The Mukhabarat.
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't speak English.
No?
Yeah, go, yalla.
Mukhabarat in Egypt will get your
Go,
parents.
go, go.
Does your
Yeah.
father like his fingernails? They'll take them out one by one.
يلا روح منين يلا يلا go go go.
Why should I go? Why should I go? Tell me why I should go. I'm standing here. I'm an American. I have free. It's a free country. It's not like Egypt. Yeah, smile for me.
Mhm.
Did you rape your daughter like Muhammad did?
Hmm?
Did you rape your daughter like Muhammad?
I speak English.
You only speak English?
No English. No.
You don't speak English.
Yes.
All right. Well, see, that just shows how ignorant you are. Because Muhammad was a rapist. It says in the Hadith, in your holy book.
Oh Muhammad.
What?
Oh Muhammad.
Muhammad, your prophet. You know who he is.
My prophet?
Yeah. He was a rapist. He raped Aisha. Does it say that in the Hadith or not? You know that?
I don't speak English.
What?
No English.
You don't speak English?
Mm-hmm.
What do you speak? What do you speak? You speak Arabic? The language of the Quran? The Holy Quran? That some people use as a toilet? What do you think of that? People who use the Quran as a toilet? Does it bother you? Does it bother you? Tell me the truth.
I don't speak English.
You don't speak English? That's too bad. That's why you're selling food in a food cart. Because you're ignorant. But you should learn English. It'll help you.
Of course,
when they deport you back to Egypt, and the Mukhabarat wants to interview you for being
Go yalla, because I'm more.
So I'm going to break my own rule in regards to the no comment section and actually comment. And you're not seeing the entire thing because I just, the other stuff that he says is even worse and quite disgusting. That man that you see there is a former national security official. His name is Stuart Seldovich, and he worked in the Obama administration and other administrations, holding quite high positions, and he is the one advising on things like what to do with Palestine and Israel, right? But I don't want to talk about that. I don't know what it's going to take for people to understand the aggression that minorities, whether you're Black, Latino, Muslim, and the patience you have to have, the patience of Job, and you have to have such grace as these people taunt you, insult you, call you names, right? And it's not just them just calling you names, they insult your religion. They'll tell you all these awful things. They insult your mother. The awful things this man was saying. And this man was in government and still held prominent positions in society. I do not understand how anyone has in their heart and their soul that kind of hate, because that is hate. And how could it go unnoticed for so long within the government and organizations that this man has worked for, where he's determining the lives of people. I do not understand. And to anyone and everyone who keeps saying that minority people should just shut up, you shut up. How about you shut up and just leave us alone? We have the right to live in peace with dignity. That vendor did absolutely nothing. And the class that he just presented, the patience, carried himself with dignity. But that's the man that society tells us is a terrorist and he's awful and he's this and that. He's in America trying to live his American dream. Working. I just don't understand. Our society is upside down and it's been like that for a very long time, because I will say this again. For a person who was brought up within many cultures, I have a hard time understanding how other humans can just blasé dehumanize another. I mean, I know why, because we've seen this before. We saw this when in Central Park, when the gentleman told the woman and said, listen, put your dog on the leash. You know, he's bird watching. Put your dog on the leash because this area you need to. And she didn't, and she just starts out at him, and then she calls the cops. And she said, you're going to see who they're going to believe. You see, white people know this shit. Sorry, pardon me. So anyone saying they don't know about their privilege, I've got a moon to sell you. If you come and say, well, I don't know I have privilege. What do you mean about privilege? I don't have any privilege. I work as hard as you do. Just the mere fact that you can stand there and insult another, dehumanize another. And that man knows very well, as all of us know, if he responds back in a certain way, if he raises his hands, if he does anything, the smallest thing, who will they believe? Who will they believe? Not only that, that moron has held high positions within government. When he talks about torture, can you imagine the things he probably has approved to be done to people? This is just insanity, an absolute insanity. And when we speak up, when we say Black Lives Matter, then you have this whole blowback and all this nonsense about, well, all lives matter. What, are you that moronic that you can't hold two thoughts at the same time? No one said every life doesn't matter. But do you think for a second that stuff happens to white people? Look, I'm not saying that discrimination or harassment doesn't happen to everyone. It happens to everybody. But the way in which that was done, and again, we've seen it before. We've seen these accusations. We've seen when When these people in neighborhoods start questioning the person because, oh well, you don't look like you have the right skin color. We don't have people like you in our neighborhood. It's because they know. They know very well that when they call the police will believe them. They know that the structures, the laws, our institutions are built to benefit them. To benefit them. That clip just angered me so much. Hey folks, I'm sorry. I don't know if I should say sorry or not, but sorry about that. I've watched that clip many a times, and every time I watch it, I just can't help myself because it's a representation of so much. And so blatantly laid out for us. You know, the arrogance. And it brings me back a little bit to the Duchess of Sussex. It brings me back to Meghan. And the things that she has had to put up with. The things that every minority person puts up with. The things that black women put up with, black men put up with. Because the further down you are in the, I don't know, the considerate or being a human to others, the more you have to show dignity. Isn't the irony of life? The people who we accuse of being animals and not having compassion and, you know, are the ones who have to show compassion and dignity every single day. When that young man went into that Church Emmanuel, and they invited him to sit with them and to worship with them. And then the hate was so profound, so profound. Sometimes I just worry. If there's a silver lining in all of this, the former National Security Advisor has been charged with hate crime. I hope something does happen, but my instincts tell me that likely will not. They'll come up with some defense that will get him off. And they'll be either like he's on medication or he was stressed out that day. Or something. They'll come up with something. Anyways, it is what it is. Another good thing is that a lot of New Yorkers have figured out where the vendor, where he's located, and they've flocked to his food truck, and I've been giving him quite a lot of business, which is absolutely fantastic. For anyone listening to this, listen, like some of the verbiage I used a couple of minutes ago, I understand that it could be taken a certain way. But I'll be honest with you. I'm sick and tired of having to tiptoe around certain things. And I'm not saying at all that every human experience is not filled with complexity that this person it also suffers discrimination. This person gets insulted. Some people get spat on and all this kind of stuff. We all have stories, right? All of us. But I think we need to start admitting certain things to ourselves. We really do. We really do. And start to recognize that, some things go better for some people and for others it doesn't. I just keep coming back and thinking about Meghan and all this stuff she's had to put up with. I mean, they've left the UK, right? They've been now in the US and California now for more years than they lived in the UK together. They've left, and still every single day they keep harassing this woman. They keep harassing Prince Harry too, but more so Meghan, because of course everything is the fault of the black biracial woman. It's laid out for us. I mean, it couldn't be more clear. And for people who say they don't see it, it's because you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it because maybe you're part of that privileged group. And this whole thing on ITV now about whether the Sussexes are being invited to Christmas or not. Oh, will the king forgive them? Look, if they decide to go, if there's an invitation or not, that's their decision, and I'm happy for them either way. It'll be a great thing for reconciliation or whatever. That's their business. It's their life. It's the life of their two kids. And if they think that it's a good idea to do that, I have to, as a person who likes what they do and believes in the things that they do, I have to trust them and say, okay, if you've made that decision, you must know, and you do know a lot more than I do. But you know what's really interesting to me, and I kept thinking about this over and over because I kept thinking, what is bugging me so much? I mean, it always bugs me, but there was something extra. And I kept thinking, what is it? And as I kept looking at these men talk about, oh, the royal family this and the royal family that. And when they go to Sandringham, it's just we get together and it's so private and intimate. And then the Sussexes, as soon as they leave, they're gonna go write another book or tell the stories. Oh, shut up. I realized then, what they all want? They all want to be part of the royal family. They envy Meghan, even the freaking men. Even the freaking men. Because how dare she? How dare she? Look at me. I'm a white man. Look at me. They've insulted the king, and they've broken that bond of trust. Bond of trust. Do you know how to spell trust? Bond of trust. That woman kept her mouth shut because they told her that they would defend her. Meanwhile, they weren't doing that at all. And even the thing that they kept bringing up, so much time has passed already, and it's still, and the Oprah interview, oh shit, get, carry on. Get on with it. So they were supposed to just lay there and let everyone just do whatever they wanted to do. Whip them, harass them, treat them like they were absolutely nothing. And you're behaving as if the other royals don't also snitch and leak and do all these other things. These men are obsessed watched them today on well, not today. It wasn't today. I watched some clips today, but watching them all like get so indignant. They were like little dainty men. And of course the king should not invite them. I'm like, you all want to sleep with Harry, don't you? You all want to sleep with Harry. You all want to bees. You all just want to be. You just want to bees. And you can't stand it. That she said, no, not for me. You can't stand it. Okay, so I had to take a little bit of a break there and get some water and stuff. My throat was just... Okay. Well, as I was getting some water and I went on that, the Bird app, formerly the Bird app, and look what I found. So, Pierce has appointed 2 barristers to lead a formal internal investigation into an allegation that Tory Boy Pierce, the paper consultant editor at GMB, commentator, and GB News presenter, put his hands down a young journalist's trousers. I am shocked. I am devastated. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself because this is unbelievable. I mean, I didn't see that coming at all. I didn't even no, I didn't. This is heartbreaking. I mean, I never suspected something like this from someone who calls himself Story Boy Pierce. I am not. I really have to stop. I have not even touched yet on Vancouver. So I've made a decision and I am going to post this podcast now. And then I'll start to record the second one to Vancouver. So I keep my commitment and don't get busy with some other stuff that I've got in line to get done. So this is the time, my friends, where I say, do take care of yourself. I know it was an interesting week and it continues to be an interesting week. Wherever you are, celebrating Thanksgiving or not celebrating it at all, there is good in giving thanks, not just on a particular day, but every day. Find something to be joyful about or to say thank you for, so that the universe can know that there is gratitude within your heart and soul, and with that gratitude, the universe can then start sending you things to tell you thanks. So do take care of yourself, please. And to your loved ones, if you have had to deal with a lot of stuff this weekend and everyone is getting on your nerves, just go hug them. Just go say, you're pain, but I love you. And to those strangers, maybe there's some strangers in your home this weekend. Maybe someone brought home someone special, or I don't know. Be kind to them too. And there is something that I wrote. I hope you enjoy it. Until we speak again, this is for you. A symphony of hearts. In the gentle glow of Thanksgiving's dawn, where love's tapestry is tenderly drawn, we gather, families, friends, souls intertwined, in a celebration of gratitude redefined. It's not just a day, but a life's refrain, a chorus of joy, healing pain. It's the hands we hold, the hearts we meet, in every bustling street, in quiet retreat. To those who sit with an empty chair, whose hearts echo with memories rare, you're not alone in your silent prayer. In the warmth of your love, we all share. And for those estranged, in the shadows of regret, let this day be the one where we reset. For in every heart, there's a space to mend, a chance to estrangements to gracefully end. To the ones who find family and friends so dear, who laugh and love year after year, your bond is a testament strong and true. A family chosen, a home anew. For those who walk alone, yet stand so strong, may you find a place where you truly belong. In kind smiles, in a stranger's hello, in the warmth of friendship that continues to glow. Thanksgiving is a melody of lives intertwined, a symphony of moments beautifully designed. It's giving thanks not just today, but every sunrise, in every shared tear, in every goodbye. Let us embrace the essence of this day, not in grand gestures, but in small ways. A helping hand, a listening ear, a moment of kindness to hold dear. As we gather around the table, let's remind that love and gratitude are forever aligned. In every shared story, in every embrace, in the simple beauty of a friend's face, this Thanksgiving let's vow anew to be present, kind, and true, to celebrate not just the grandeur, but the small, to find Thanksgiving in the heart of it all, in laughter, in tears, in silence, in noise, in every shared sorrow, in every joy. May our hearts be filled, our spirits light, in this dance of life so vivid, so bright. Here's to Thanksgiving of love without end, to the families we are born with and those we befriend. In every moment of giving, in every loving day, may we live the essence of Thanksgiving in every way.